guys, it's Mia.
And Juju.
And welcome to It's Our Time podcast.
We have some really exciting news. We just got officially sponsored by Gatorade, and they sent us a lot of stuff, including this package right here. So let's open it.
Yeah.
Okay, so they sent us some really cute quarter zips.
Yeah, they have the Gatorade logo on the side of them.
It's really cute. I'll definitely be wearing this a lot, and they're really lightweight too.
Yeah, like out to some sporting events, represent.
I can't wait to wear this.
Yeah, also guys, we just want to let you know that we are going to be giving these away nonstop. So
yes.
Yeah.
There's about 100 of them, so get them while you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again, thank you, Gatorade.
We're the women of the world. We're basketball girls. We're the women of the world. We're basketball girls. What time is it? I said, what time is it? Yeah, what time is it? I said, what time is it? It's her time. We're the women of the world.
Okay, so I know transgender athletes have been a really big thing in the Olympics and the collegiate level, and even now it's coming down to the high school level. So how would you say that you feel about it?
I feel like it shouldn't really be allowed because there's an obvious difference between men and women, and when you're trying to go, I'm all for people being transgender, but when it comes to sports, I feel like it's a different setting.
Yeah.
Men have much more testosterone. They're a lot more muscular, and I feel like it's unfair because if a girl works, they have to work 10 times harder for a man to just steal their
just be where they are. Yeah, like the men, not that they don't have to work as hard, but they have some more of that like God-given talent,
an advantage,
where it's like comes easier to them, where female athletes especially have to work a little bit harder to get their muscle, especially like, and the way a guy's build, they're usually taller than females. They're all like usually more muscular. They don't have to not work as hard for it, but it just comes more naturally to them, where females, especially with like lifting and everything, you have to work hard at what you're doing. And then even like the athleticism and the speed, like it's like saying one of the guys from the Olympics is coming and running with one of the girls from the Olympics, which is crazy because like you look at the times, especially in like the short sprints, and you're like a guy it's like Noah Lyles competing against Sha'Carri Richardson, and like it's just a crazy difference just because of how fast they are.
I don't understand it. Like, I know if you're a person who's transgender and you want to play a sport, like you have to think about you're taking the place of a woman, and I just think that's completely unfair. Yeah. Just go about your life. Don't incorporate it into sports because that's a whole different story.
Even in like locker rooms, especially like I get freaked out over some stuff. Like I get weird even changing around like girls. I know my mom's always like we're all girls here, but like I just get weird about it sometimes. I don't know why, but like I couldn't imagine changing in the locker room with a guy. Like
knowing
I don't know. You're transgender, so like you classify yourself as a girl now, but you're still a guy. Like it was like there was that incident in Kentucky swimming, I think it was maybe, where there was the guy that was in the locker room with the girls, and I think that makes people very uncomfortable. Like not only are we now playing with you as a different gender, but we're changing in the same locker room too. Where usually guys are attracted to girls. So like is there some type of like, I don't know how to say it, but like that attraction there where you want to be in the locker room with them without making it seem weird? Like I just don't know.
Mm-hmm. And also there was an instance, I think it's with volleyball. It's in collegiate volleyball right now for like San Jose State or whatever. Yeah. They have a transgender person on their team. Nobody else wants to play them. They keep forfeiting their games because they
kind of have to. Like
exactly.
Not like you almost want to like protest it. Like I know at the high, like I wouldn't want to play a guy. And
I know.
I feel like that's not kind of dangerous, but like I would. Like, there's some guys that you were like, okay, you might hurt yourself playing against them. Just that physicality, everything's so much different. Like, where if you know you're going up against a girl, you at least almost all have the same features. Like, you're all made the same, basically. Like, God created everything. But with a guy, there's different stuff that goes on.
If you watch the difference between men's and women's volleyball, it's almost like he's just coming down to our level to beat the crap out of all the...
Yeah, it's like it's like, are you doing this because you can't compete with the guys at your level, so you need to go to the girls? Not saying that female athletics is worse than guys, because in a lot of instances, it's like sometimes that volleyball player is better than a guy's volleyball player. But it's like, are you just you can't compete with the guys on your level, so now you got to go compete with the girls on a different level.
Yeah, I just think the whole thing's really unfair. Yeah. And people just need to think it over. And I think that's why it's so controversial, because the idea is like, well, should a man that's turning into a woman, like, should they be allowed to do everything a woman can do?
Yeah, and I think it's really crazy because it's usually not always, but like in most cases that have been happening recently, it's always men that wanting to play the female athletics.
Yep.
I haven't seen a case yet where a female wants to go play with a male. Like, as a transgender, obviously, me growing up, I always wanted to go play with the guys. Like, that's way better competition, but it's not like I'm turning trans to go play with the guys. Like, I'm a female, so I'm competing against better competition. Like, where it's like the guys, okay, we're coming and we're playing the female as a female, but you're really still a guy. It's just not something's not adding up.
It just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
There's more to life than basketball, but why would that stop us from giving all?
Okay, guys, so now it's time for our favorite part of the show.
Full court press!
So last week we had my mom on.
And now this week we have my mom on. Are you excited? Like, what's going on?
I'm a little nervous. I'm not a Green Olive fan.
Do you think you're going to answer all the questions, or are you too nice? Yeah.
Well, my shirt does say be kind.
I think she's pretty predictable, but we'll see.
Would you rather hang with your children or your husband? That's an olive.
That's an olive.
Already?
Yes.
It wasn't even 1 second.
That's like 2 seconds.
Oh my gosh, that's
give
not
it a second.
fair.
And she had 2 seconds to
2 seconds?
I said you have to answer them questions.
That is the quickest 2
okay, just
seconds.
eat it and get it over with.
She sighed about it too. That's how I knew that we had to give her that olive. I'll take that.
There's more to come, don't worry.
Oh, she's coughing. Here, you can have your Gatorade. We're sponsored by Gatorade, guys.
Question 2. Did you fall in love with Dad because he played hockey?
No,
Would you choose your same career path, or would you choose something else?
my same career path.
Who's your favorite child?
I don't have a favorite child.
That's an olive. You have to choose. You have to choose someone.
I feel like every parent does
There's
have
always
one,
a
but
favorite.
There is not a favorite.
Yes, there is.
There's just
We
certain
love you
traits.
differently.
There's certain traits that are better than others. Just eat it quickly. You already had one.
Yeah, I can't be much worse, right?
Yeah, literally.
This
I can.
was the pale one, though.
It's a pale one.
Everyone
Okay.
always used it on that one side.
Ooh, I heard a crunch.
No, I think that was just her.
Would you be okay if Juju had a boy spend the night if you were home?
Yes.
Okay. Out of all 3 of your kids, who would you rather watch playing sports?
That's another olive.
That's not a fair question.
They're all fair. They're all answerable. It's just whether you want to answer them or not.
Yeah.
I have a rude smell in my nose right now from them.
Just plug your nose and chew it.
Three olive. Oh, that was a crunch.
No, that's her
It's a
throat.
gag.
That's her gagging.
There's no way.
Oh.
All right, is it my turn again?
Question
This is
7.
disgusting.
Question 7. Okay.
Juliet, no, this is awful for me.
Oh my god, this is so rude.
Don't laugh at me, Mia.
Okay.
Would you rather stay home and watch a movie or go out to dinner?
I would stay home and watch a movie.
Yep. If you could take one person on an island for the rest of your life, who would it be?
My mom.
Do you like watching volleyball or basketball better?
Basketball.
What do you like better, summer or winter?
Summer.
Spicy or sweet?
Spicy.
What's the worst thing you've ever done in life?
All.
You can't say that?
You can't say the worst thing you've done. Oh no, Juju.
I mean, we already found out what your
I don't
mom's
even
worst
know.
thing
I
ever.
can't even think of the worst
Well,
thing I
you're
did in
right.
life.
I gotta take an olive.
She made a face like it was something really bad.
It's
so
not,
you're
though. I just can't think. I'm old. I can't.
Just chew it, get over with, or swallow it like a pill or something.
How many is
Chew. Hey,
How
chew
many
with
is
your
that?
mouth closed. It's not nice.
You can take a drink if you need to during the show.
I feel like she's secretly spitting them out in the napkin.
I know, me too. Ashley's like,
I'm not, though.
what's one thing you would change about Juju?
I love her. I would change nothing about Juju.
Okay. What college do you want me to go to?
I would love you to go to Elon with your sister.
Okay, well.
Well, who is the most annoying child? Olive.
Juliet is the most annoying child.
Julia.
Come on, I answered that quick enough. Juliet is...
Looking at Jamal!
Okay, guys, this has to
Okay, ask it again.
No,
Ask
this
it
has to be
again.
part of the show. This has to be part of the
Juliet is the most annoying child.
All right. Well.
And she knows it too.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Juju. Next question.
Okay. Who is the better basketball player, Juju or Ava?
You're different.
I know she was gonna say that. Well, either way, that's an
I
olive.
think that's an olive.
That's an
Oh,
olive.
oh my God, really?
You weren't answering it.
You're not answering it. It's
I
either
did.
same or
They're
her.
different. Like, we asked who was better.
Can I pull this thing out of there?
No, you
No.
have to
I'm
eat
pulling that
it.
out.
Okay, then you have to eat it in two
That
different
is
parts.
not part of an
Oh.
olive.
What is she
I'm
doing?
taking that out. Can I have a new?
I'll get you a new olive.
I guess it really.
Take that. It's not part of an olive. I'm not eating that. It's gross.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to eat it because it's in there now. Just chew
Just
it.
you gotta
It's your
just eat it.
last. It's your last question.
It's the last one.
Yep.
Okay, so how would you rate
Yeah,
your
how would you rate
experience
it?
on the olives?
It's gross. It's salty, and I'm gonna throw up.
Last week we had an olive roll away. This week we have a dropped olive.
An olive
so,
one. Yes.
I mean, it's just something about these olives. Something's not right.
Yeah.
But that's all we have today. So thanks for tuning in to Full Court Press. Juju, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Have you ever ghosted someone, or have you ever been ghosted?
I mean, I think I've talked to a lot of guys, but I've just decided to not talk to them anymore.
Juju, that's literally ghosting someone. Like,
Oh. But sometimes I really just don't want to talk to them. A lot of times I get bored really quickly.
kind of horrible to say, Juju.
Sorry, but I don't care. If I'm talking to them for probably around a week and nothing we're not gonna hang out. We're not talking
Yeah, like you're not
a lot.
making any accomplishments.
What's the point
there.
of talking to him? There's always gonna be another guy. So what's the
Yikes.
point?
I feel like there's definitely a time where I started talking to someone, and there was this guy that I wasn't talking to, but he would always text me, and then I just stopped responding.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be rude or anything, so I didn't
That's how
say
you
anything.
subtly do it. You just
But-
stop snapping them more and more.
Yeah.
Not talking to people at the same time, but just you're done ghosting the guy, I guess, and there's a new
Yeah.
guy, and I feel bad, especially when they confront me in person. They're like,
No,
oh yeah,
it's
what
so
happened to us?
what do you say back to that?
I don't know. I'm just sorry, it didn't
something
work
came
out.
up. Yeah, I don't know.
If it's really meant to be, then we'll reconnect.
find your way
later.
back. Yeah, you can always
Exactly.
find your way back. I mean,
But it sucks when it happens to me because I'm like, what did
I
I
don't
do
think
wrong?
I've ever actually been ghosted though. I think some of the problems I have to do with most of them.
I didn't really speak to them in person, so I was just all online. And once they ghost you online, then what?
Then it's also always so awkward when you not ghost someone, but you stop talking basically, which is yeah. But and then you see that person in person somewhere that you aren't expecting them to see it, even at a basketball game or something, and they come up to you and they're trying to hold a conversation, but all you could think of is how you didn't respond to their text.
oh,
and you're oh no, is he gonna mention that?
No,
I hope he doesn't
literally
mention that.
And your heart drops.
I know, and you're
Oh
sitting
my
there
gosh.
like you said, get real red, don't
Yeah.
know what to say.
So
You almost start
embarrassed.
sweating. You're oh no, here we go.
No, because do they remember that I ghosted them?
I know,
or what?
do we just go past that? Because some people really don't care. Because
No.
some people are just well, whatever, we'll reconnect
Yeah.
again, at some point down the line.
I have a question for you. Would you ever date one of your friend's exes?
I feel like there's an exception to it. If she was dating him a while ago, 2 years or so ago,
Yeah.
maybe, depending on the guy too, is he cute, is he into me, am I into him, there's a lot that goes into it. But also I feel who is the guy and who is my friend? Is my friend actually my friend? Am I close with this person? Do I talk to this person every day? Or is it the person that I'm just in the hallway and I'm saying hi to them?
I think absolutely not. You should not date your friend's ex because, first of all, there's a reason why they broke up in the first place. I don't care if it was mutual.
But what if it was the girl's fault?
Okay,
That's your friend and
just
the
saying,
ex did nothing
I'm a
wrong.
girl's girl, so I'm always gonna agree with a girl unless they cheated. That's a different story. But you had a huge fallout. I'm not trying to go to your ex.
Yeah,
And
I
just
guess.
just
yeah,
date
but
him or whatever.
I don't know. I just don't think because if a guy's you're not telling me if a guy's cute, he's cute. It doesn't matter who he is.
Yeah,
I
but
don't care who he's been with.
You gotta
you're
have that
holding him.
boundary. There's I said earlier, there's always another guy. It doesn't matter. That one's not gonna be the one. Are you
don't
gonna marry
know that.
him?
What if it's your
But
high
there's
school
also
sweetheart?
How many billions of guys? There's probably 3 billion guys on Earth right now.
Yeah, whatever.
There's and you're gonna go for your friend's ex.
Okay,
like,
but,
I imagine like that's disrespectful too.
How
you
is
gotta think about that.
But you got to think of who is your friend. Is she really
It doesn't
your
matter.
friend?
I don't care if I'm an acquaintance.
You
Like,
wouldn't. So you're telling me the guy that I know, you're not gonna date him because I like messed with him?
if it's like a serious relationship and you guys broke up, yeah, I would not date him because I know how it would make you feel knowing it's like
what if
almost
your
like
friend-
sloppy seconds.
What if there's sometimes though where the friend's like, yeah,
I would feel so uncomfortable because knowing that you guys did stuff and like we would be doing stuff, that's just like it
you
just
would get
doesn't.
like that replaying thought.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I
so
don't.
I don't think I would ever date that. That's just me.
It definitely depends on the situation
Yeah.
though. Like how long were they dating for? What like type of relation? Like did they see each other every day? Like am I getting compared to her now? That's a big thing. Like I don't ever want to be compared to someone's ex. So don't ever compare me to my friend, especially like
Yes.
don't
Oh
do
my
that.
gosh.
But I mean, it definitely depends. I'm not saying no, I wouldn't. But I mean, if he's cute, he's
would
cute.
not.
I mean,
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
and
I
like
get
he
if
has
he's
to be
cute.
my type.
I would never date him though. Like I would feel. I'd
Would
be
you
like,
mess with him?
No.
Not you wouldn't do anything. Just friends. Would you be friends with him?
Yeah, I would be friends. I just wouldn't date him.
Okay, well at least because I feel like some people wouldn't even be friends
No,
with
I would
like
be
their friend's ex. But what if your friends turns into like more than that? Like you can't stop yourself if it happens. If it happens naturally, are you gonna be like, no, she was dating
But
him?
you should know in the first place, like, oh yeah, he's my friend's ex. Like
I feel like
I
you can't
shouldn't.
stop true love.
Oh gosh, I mean, there's no point arguing with you because we have two different viewpoints on it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Whatever. Oh my gosh, all this talking with you is making me feel so thirsty. I'm gonna take a sip of our sponsors, Gatorade.
I know, all this arguing with you, my throat's so dry.
No, I need this so bad.
I know, I can't wait to take a sip.
Mmm,
So refreshing.
this is so good.
This is literally what I needed. I needed some like
I
type
love
of
this
sugar.
flavor.
I know,
Yeah.
me too. Orange is my favorite, which is so weird because everyone's always like, I hate orange.
No, this actually tastes like a popsicle. I love it.
I love orange.
Oh my gosh.
Fire.
Literally 10 out of 10.
Literally.
All right, Mia, next question. How do you feel about couples staying over each other's house for the night?
Honestly, it happens a lot, but I feel like I'm kind of a responsible person, so I don't know how, like, I feel like I wouldn't do it right now because I'm still a little young. Like, I'm a sophomore only, just turned 16. I feel like my parents would also be kind of against it depending on the
Kinda iffy,
person. Yeah, like, it would really have to be the right person, right time. Like,
No, but I think you shouldn't because there's so many teen pregnancies that are coming, like, from our age.
definitely, but I feel like those people are just dumb sometimes. Like,
See,
they
but
don't
you
think
never
about
know.
their actions. I feel like I would always, like, think about, I
But
always
also,
think about what I'm doing.
it doesn't matter how responsible you are. It's like you need the right
Like,
protection
in the
and
moment,
stuff.
yeah, like, in the
But-
moment, I guess.
Yeah, but I just don't think it's like safe enough. I feel like you should be more responsible and adult, like above 18 in college, because that's when you're fully mature.
Yeah.
Like you know what's right and what's wrong, and if you make a mistake, that's your fault, and you're
Actually,
responsible for it.
I think it was like after homecoming actually, where there was just like this one house where all the couples just stayed over, and I was
Yeah.
like kind of shocked by it because I think they might have been like my age or
Yeah.
maybe a year younger. But I was like, I don't think my mom would let me stay at a house with a bunch of people, like,
Yeah.
and it's your couple and everyone's couple.
Especially
and
if
you're
you've been
staying over.
together a long time, like you know it's going to.
Or like if you haven't been together even. Like it's your first, the first one would be so awkward. I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like, and at a young
Oh my
age,
gosh.
like I feel like I'd have to know this person for long enough and
That's
be
true.
comfortable with them enough. But I feel like there's also the point where if you're comfortable enough of the person where they're just kind of like your best friend, like you wouldn't you would be smart about it. Like it would just kind of be. But then there's always that stuff on like TikTok and Pinterest that you see where it's like so cute and
I
they're
know,
just like
having little
sitting there
sleepovers.
watching movies and you're like,
know.
oh, that's cute.
As I feel like you could stay over at each other's house in like different rooms,
So
not
what's
like
the point
together.
of staying over?
You're at their house still. You still get to wake up and like say hi or something, like cuddle or something, like
Yeah, I guess.
just
you're
like
right.
not sleeping together.
Yeah.
Now it's time for Juju's rant of the day. Something I cannot stand is when people ask so many questions, especially my parents. I'm sorry to them, but I just get so annoyed after I come home from volleyball or from school and they're like, "Oh, how was school? Like, what'd you talk to your friends about? Was like, were the tests hard?" I just want to go in my room and just sleep or do my homework. I'm sick of the questions, and they obviously know the answer. I say the same answer every single time. School was good. Like, I say one-word answers, and I get so annoyed, especially in the morning when they ask me questions. I'm sorry, I'm so mean in the morning, but I cannot stand when people ask me stupid questions. Like, you know the answer is going to be a one-word answer, so just stop asking. Ask more logical questions, please. And that's Juju's rant of the day.
Okay, guys, now it's time for Mia's advice of the day. My advice for today is to always make good decisions because this really could change the rest of your life. One stupid decision that you can make now, not thinking about it, could ruin the rest of your life or just change the trajectory of where your life is going. So even though in the moment it might not seem like a dumb decision, just always think about how it could change your future or what it's doing to you or to someone else, and just always make the right decision and always be cautious of what's going on. And that's Mia's advice for the day.
Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of It's Her Time podcast. And also, we want to give our sponsor, Gatorade, another thank you for giving us merch, and it was great.
Yeah, we also want to give a huge shout out to PPG Paint Arena, where we will be giving away big prizes, and we are going to be filming a couple episodes there. Yeah. And also, we have one of our first giveaways coming up. We're going to Don Tolliver, and it could be your time to come to a concert with us. So November 3rd, Don Tolliver is in town, PPG Paint Arena. So hit us up through social media, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Any type of communication, and we'll see you guys there.
Yeah, and also make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss another episode that comes out every Monday. All right, bye guys.
The woman of the world.